Hello, welcome to the Lovely Minute, and now we're here. We're going to do the NUS Climb Proper. This is actually the second climb that we're doing for the day. Right after the Laurent Sessoy climb, rain actually poured and we decided to take shelter. And it took us around 20 minutes to stay there and, let the rain go away so that the boys can play. So we decided to continue with the climbs. And second on our list is the NUS Climb Proper. So coming to the NUS Climb Proper, we actually used the Clementi road, and then we are cruising now along the Kent Ridge Crescent. And yep, it's a bit of a rolling up and down, twist and turn, so you can actually see that the road is pretty wet. And still with these three guys, I've got Coach Jeffrey, next is Entong, and you'll be surprised that Mondo is on a time trial bike on this climbing session. It's pretty strong guy, especially on flats. And just to give you a brief background about this climb, it's actually a 1 kilometer distance and an average gradient of 3% and a maximum gradient of 12.3%. So you get to see Mondo is grinding. I think this guy is using a 54-42 chainring in 1125 on the cassette. This is a rotunda, still cruising along Kent Ridge Crescent. The NUS climb is inside the National University of Singapore campus, so you get to see Entong enjoying his day. He's a good climber. He has his background on mountain biking. So one thing I've noticed, if you got a background in mountain biking, you can actually punch figures and power to the pedal when you shift to road cycling. So Coach Jeffrey is just doing his thing. He's more of like a heart rate kind of guy. He doesn't want to go beyond zone 3 or zone 4. So yep, this is one way of really enjoying our Sunday. Last week we did the RTI, and we decided I think it's about time for us to do some climbs as well, and probably identify some Singapore climbs. So you get to see the road. It's pretty wet, and Mondoy during the descent is pretty cautious, trying to see and trying to feel the tires, if it's gonna slip, or if there's a grip into the tires that he has. So this is a uncategorized climb, and as I've mentioned before, Singapore has 176 climbs, and this is the 76th most difficult cycling climbs in Singapore. So we're still a kilometer away from the climb proper. Now we're doing a descent, -7.4% gradient downhill. So one thing I've noticed, that if you're having a camera mounted in the saddle, or a saddle mount camera, you'll probably be obliged to stay in front just to capture every pedal stroke of your comrade. So that's Coach Jeffrey and Mondoy, feeling confidence over there. As I've mentioned, he's pretty strong on flats, especially on time trial mode. Tanamera Coastal Road or the Linchokan Road. It's pretty strong when it comes to flat section. So I can only imagine him grinding and putting power, exerting effort during the climbs. So Entong is just chatting with Coach Jeffrey. You get to see the clouds behind. It's still pretty heavy. The clouds is pretty heavy. It's gonna rain anytime soon, and we're just basically trying to finish what we've started. And we've started this one already. We're already out. Let's probably continue what we've planned to do for today. So we're actually approaching to the climb proper, just 400 meters. Another descent. Mundo is actually ahead of us already. He pretty much know the route, and Entong actually smiled at him when he passed us on the climbs, on the flats, because Entong knows that it's gonna be a brutal climb. It's short, but you really have to exert effort for you to move your bike upwards, you know, uphill. So this inside the National University of Singapore. This is the campus. Just imagine how big the campus is. You know, how that will be a lovely sight, seeing students and teachers cycling from building to building, transferring from one class to another class. So this is 2.0 kilometer. This is kilometer 0. Now we are actually approaching the Climb Proper, and we put some fun into it. And yep, we decided to, you know, just do a sprint finish to the top. You get to see the RPM. That's not my usual cadence. 100 plus is not my usual cadence, and we did that one. So yep, me being the lighter probably I do have an advantage over Entong when it comes to climbs, because I'm just 58 kilos, so I'm a bit light. And when you're lighter on a climb, it gives you an advantage over those heavier guys. So yep, unless if you're really that powerful, then you can punch 1,000 or 800 watts during the climb. Then, you know, you probably be faster on climbs as compared to the lighter ones. So heart rate is pretty high, 158 now. We're just freewheeling and relaxing a little. That's why probably it's considered as a 76th hardest climb, because it's not really hard at all. I mean, like, after the climb, just a short punch. It's unforgiving in a way, but you get to relax afterwards. So that's Coach Jeffrey, and you get to see Mondoy really having hard time. Not really having hard time, but probably cautious on the climb, because of the weather condition and the road condition. So yep, you can see the screen right now. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, those are the residential apartments or dormitories. You know, students, you know, can stay there, and those international students, they can actually stay inside. So this is the second climb for this segment. And Coach Jeffrey really put power to the pedal, and you get to see Entong pay the price for doing the sprint earlier, or doing the sprint to finish climb earlier, and now he's paying the price on the second climb. So yep, look at how graceful this guy dancing with his bike. So this is just the second climb for the day, and you know, if you like challenges, because Singapore's pretty flat, so if you wanna do some hill repeats or probably do Everesting, this is probably not the ideal climb for Everesting. I think the ideal one is Mount Faber. So we'll be climbing Mount Faber later on. I'm gonna show it in the video. This is the last part of the climb, and after this one we'll be descending along South Buona Vista Road, and be on the screen right now. You get to see the National University Hospital. So yep, that's the NUS Climb Proper. Just another way of enjoying your Sunday on a wet morning. Thank you, and this is the Lovely Minute. Ciao.